Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I want to do a layout using the Leave Nothing Behind designer paper pack because I want to scrap these beautiful pictures of a hike my husband and I took just about a year and a half ago over at Watson Lake in Prescott, Arizona. It's just a beautiful, beautiful lake. I just love these photos, and I thought that this Leave Nothing Behind would make a excellent choice for the designer papers to use with this layout. Let's take a look at the papers and see what we have in here. If you haven't seen this yet, it's a very outdoorsy paper pack. This one looks like the Grand Canyon or a lot of different hills in Arizona. Okay, here we have a orangey brickish kind of look. Some pebbles that looks really nice. This one kind of almost looks like a piece of woven fabric. And then this one is just a bunch of footprints and icons, animal tracks. This green is just really, really beautiful, and it has like some little chevrons and little diamond shapes in there. I don't know if you can see that. And then this one is some foliage. And then we have some wood grain paper. And this one is a little camping scene. A little tent, little outhouses and trees and picnic benches, campfire. It's a little bit lighter green, and it has like almost a chevron-y zigzag. This one is almost like a map paper topography. It looks blue on the screen, but it's more of a turquoise. And then, of course, we have the black night sky. Okay, so again, a very, very beautiful paper pack. I also have the sticker pack that goes with it, with some outdoor icons, some words and titles, phrases, and the border strips. Okay, as well as I do have the embellishment pack that went along with it, like outdoor camping signs, some national parks. That's cute. Very, very cute things. They're like a little bit of embossed too. You could probably see on the back a little bit, but you can feel the texture on the front. Very nice embellishment pack with that. And then we also have the enamel footprints that go with this. So very, very cute. Can't wait to jump into that. Okay, so what I'm doing with this layout is I have so many pictures to scrap, and I really am going to have to utilize a peekaboo pocket on this, as well as it's going to be pretty photo heavy. So let's jump in. Okay, so here's the two pieces I chose from that paper collection. I liked the rust color of this. It really reminds me of Arizona. And then I like this darker green because it helps to bring in some of the green from the background that we see, because there's not a lot of green. It's just poking out here and there. So there's 3 hiking pictures here, and I liked them all. It was hard choice to decide. So I'm going to put those up in the top corner up here and put those inside of a peekaboo pocket. Then I loved this bridge is going to go right like that. I'll trim that down, or maybe I'll trim all of them down. And then down here along the bottom, I will put in the vertical photos, 3 of them, and trim them so they fit nicely. Again, I have some scenery pictures that I just love, all of them, but I think that those 3 will go into a peekaboo pocket right down there. And then, actually, let's move that over here. And then I will put the other scenic ones in a strip like this. So I will need to trim them down so that there's a little bit of orange showing beneath those. And then I have 2 vertical scenery photos that I'm going to put over here. Again, I will trim them so that there's some space between them. I want to bring in some other colors from the paper pack. So I think, let's see, I will cut a strip of this to put behind those, and possibly over here as well. Yep, I like that. So I think I'm going to keep the width of these 4 inches. So I probably need about a 4.5-inch strip on both sides. Okay, so I want it to go like that so that the planks of my wood are running vertical. So let's make sure we cut that correctly. Like I said, I'm going to do 4.5 inches. And then I'll do another 4.5. Okay, let's see here. It'll go underneath like that. I do want some green poking out the top there. And then the other piece will go right over here. And just like that one, I do want some orange. Yeah, I do want some orange poking out. Okay, let's get our personal trimmer and trim some of these photos down. Okay, let's see. I could take off a little bit of the blue sky. It's beautiful, but there's a lot there. So I feel okay taking off a slice of that. This one, I love the sunshine here, so I'm going to try and trim off down at the bottom about the same amount to start with. Let's see how we're doing. And I think that would be perfect, unless I'm going to decide to put a mat on those. Okay, so this is not a glare from my camera. It is the sun coming over. We had hiked down to the dam, and when we got down there, the sun rays were coming in. It was just absolutely beautiful. On these, we want them all to fit. So I'm going to have to work with these in a minute because they're the peekaboo pockets. So I'm just going to trim off just a tad off of each photo. Maybe not even that much. Let's see here. Maybe 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. Want them to be the same size, so I want all of it off the bottom on this photo. Okay, absolutely loved the rock formations. Okay, this one, it looks like I might have enough room to keep those as 4x6, and I'm only doing that because I do want to put those in a peekaboo pocket. So let's slide that over and work on the other page. If I could keep these as a 4x6, that would be great also, just so that they fit nice into the pocket. So let's cut off a little bit of this one. It's a little overexposed right here, so that makes that easy. Let's see. It's kind of like a bridge to nowhere. You go across and then there really wasn't anything on the other side over there. Okay, and it'll be something like that. Again, I'm going to leave it, but if I do decide to add a mat, I will have to trim that down. Okay, and now these, okay, look at our choices here. Can you read that post, that signpost? Yeah, these were our choices when we got in there. We could either go to the left and go to steep, or we can go the right and go to steeper. Yeah, I wasn't really liking those choices at that moment. But I believe we went toward steep because I figured that was probably the safest for me. But I just thought that was so funny. Like, you tell me now that I'm down here. Okay, so I'm going to take off about 1/4 inch. So we'll start with 1/4 inch. So I'll take off about 1/8 on each side. Okay, on all of them. Just a slight little trim so they'll all fit. One more. This was in the fall of 2020, so it was a little chilly that day, but perfect hiking weather. Okay, let's see what we got here. We'll see if I need to trim them a little more. I think I'm okay. Yep, I love that. Okay, perfect. Let's bring it down so you can see it. Okay, so I'm really actually enjoying this layout the way it is. I'm going to get this all adhered down and make my decision on photo mats, and I will be right back. Okay, so I got the paper strips laid down here. I got these matted. I liked them on mats. Same on this page. I got the paper underneath adhered down. I got these on mats, and I got the rest of the pictures all adhered in place as well. But I stopped for a moment so that I can come back and show you that what I'm going to do, I decided that it would look really nice if I put these pine needles in here. Now, it's not that they necessarily had pine trees here. I mean, they do have them in Arizona. They even do have some in the Prescott area, right? But not here. But it's just the fact that it's foliage, and I think that it's beautiful. So I am going to add it. I'm going to add it a little off to the side here to make sure I still have room for my pictures. And it's going to go like that, okay? And let's see here. Okay, let's get this adhered down. Let's see, make sure we have this nice and straight. I decided to go with the white mats just to kind of make these pop a little bit, but I want a very, very thin mat all the way around. So that's going to go like that. I'll get the final placement as soon as I get the other picture down. Okay. There we go. Okay, I love it like this. I always try and push them a little closer together if I can, but I do want the wood grain to show through as well. So that looks good. Okay, let's see here. There we go. And this one. There we go. Let me get my tool. I don't like this one. Looks a little crooked. Let's straighten that out. It could be the wood planks. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Now same thing on this other side. Okay, so this one will go right over here. Okay. These I had already adhered down. So like that a little bit. Okay. There we go. Let me get my embellishments ready, and I'll be right back. I have my embellishments ready to put on, and I have put the peekaboo pocket in place, but I haven't adhered it down yet. I'm going to adhere it to the top of the page protector once I get it in the book. But what I wanted to say is down here I was going to put 3 pictures of the scenery, but I think I'm going to have to give up one photo so that I have a journaling spot right there. Okay, so that's going to be that plan. My other peekaboo pocket will go over here. I'm out of the other, the horizontal one, so I'm going to have it open like this. So I'll put that on the page protector as well. So as far as embellishing, what I'm going to do is keep it very, very minimal on this page because I have a lot of photos, and I like having a lot of photos. It was one of the highlights of our trip. So I'm going to put one here, and then I think I will put one either right about here or here. I'm not sure yet. And that's it. I'm only going to put the 2. So let's work on this one up here, because what I decided up here was I went and I cut out a die cut or a punched out flower, and I did that in brown because I kind of wanted to keep some brown going in my theme, and so I thought that a brown flower cutout would be a perfect base for my cluster. Then I chose this as my title, Scenic Overlook. It was from the sticker sheet, so I thought that that was perfect for this hike. And I did pop that up on a little bit of foam. So I'm going to put that, let's see here, I don't want to cover up. My focus here is that rock, so I guess it's okay if I kind of come over like that a little bit. And then over here, I'm going to come back to that one in a minute. Over here, I loved the sign that said Trailhead because it reminds me of the sign in the photo here. So I'm probably going to do something like that. And for this one, I used this gum leaf punch, and I thought it would be really cute to have just some of those popping out from behind the sign, different sides like that. I wanted to bring in some green. I had some green up here, and I wanted some green down there. And then the last thing I wanted to add over here was I wanted to just bring in a little bit of blue and bring in that little ranger hat. Okay, so that area is done. I'm going to keep it like that. Now up here, I was trying my hardest to figure out what could I do. I wanted to bring in some blue, so I went through all of the pieces of embellishment, and I found this blue with the little outhouse and this little squirrel. So I'm going to put the squirrel right on top like that, kind of position him just so that you don't see the outhouse in that piece anymore. So let me go ahead and get my mat. Okay, so I want to use repositional on this, but I am going to give him a pretty good coating of it. I'm going to put him just like that. So now he's on top of the blue and I can add him in. So the only problem I have now is I feel like he's looking off of the page. So I'm going to swap these two around, put the little squirrel right there, and move this ranger hat up here to our top area and tuck it in right like that. Okay, and I think that's going to be my page, and not very many embellishments at all. Let me get this squared onto the camera so you can see it a little bit better. Put it this way. There we go. Get the full 2 pages in there. And there you go. We use the Leave Nothing Behind collection. It's gorgeous. I love the fact that there's a lot of tone-on-tone paper that you can use so it doesn't draw your attention away from your photos. And it's just perfect for these scenic type of photos. Okay, so I hope you liked it. I really love this page, and I hope that inspires you to use Leave Nothing Behind collection. Okay, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.